All right, what a great start to the day, ladies and gentlemen. It is pumpaholic season. Pump it. It's up 10% in a single day. Oh, I'm so excited. Such a good day to hold my little XRP coins, my little HBAR coins, my little Bitcoin. Oh no. It looks like retail wasn't able to buy the dip because they thought it was going to keep dipping for the next 16 months. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. We are up today. XRP has had a big ol' bounce today. I want to talk about it in this video. My friends, make sure to smash the like button. Right now, we have a 1,000 XRP giveaway happening. All you have to do is go to the link in the description, sign up to BTCC. It is looking very juicy right now in the crypto markets, and I'm so excited. I just love it. Listen, I'm not always right. Well, I'm actually right most times. You want to know why? I'll tell you why I'm right most times. Because I have a bullish bias. I am very biased. I am always bullish. Always bullish. Now, am I always trading? No. Like, look, right now we don't have a trade open, but we have a spot bag open. You know the difference between a long and a spot? The spot bag, it just kind of stays there. The spot bag stays there and it grows over time, and sometimes it'll pull back, but over a long enough time frame, it just keeps growing and growing and growing. And one day it's just worth so much money that you're not having to go ahead and eat scraps. You know, today was a bull market kind of day. It was a bull market kind of day. I want to show you what I ate for breakfast today because I am now an Instagram girly. We ate a beautiful breakfast. Listen, if I had eaten this breakfast 12 months ago, which I did, by the way, it would have cost me like $3 million because eggs were so crazy. The avian flu destroyed us all. But oh, what a beauty. Today is a bull market kind of day. Let's just seep in that chart. Just seep in that chart. What a beauty. Everything is going according to plan. And I remember I was making my video yesterday. Some guy had some great comment. I love looking back at these videos. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I look at all your comments, guys. Ha. This dude is wrong always. But it's good because I always bet opposite of him, so I make money. Just very impressive. If I'm completely honest here, I think it's really impressive the fact that a person could trade opposite of someone that is up 21% of their portfolio. It's just like I don't know, like that's very interesting to me. Very interesting. But you know, people have their magical portfolios that apparently are outperforming us. It's looking good right now. You know, it is a good day in crypto. I made a video yesterday. It was crypto holders watch before the State of the Union. And it was one of my first attempts to make content on this channel that wasn't just about XRP or HBAR or gaming, just really something broad. We had some great reception actually for that video. And we also traded, you know, we made $1,000 yesterday just off of our futures trade, which was pretty awesome. We literally did it live while the live stream was happening. That was awesome. We even closed the trade on the live stream. It was awesome stuff. Today, I am not going to be taking trades probably. Unless something crazy happens, I don't see myself taking a trade. The move has already happened of what we were projecting. We wanted to go ahead and catch a bounce leading into the State of the Union because we were expecting essentially time capitulation to run its course. What time capitulation is when pretty much everybody is so sick and tired of the crypto market that they just want things to go lower. And then when things go lower, they just the price predictions just keep going down. They keep going down. It's like when you're in euphoria in a bull market. So euphoria is like when people are very excited. They're like, oh my God, everything's going to the moon. So when people are euphoric in the crypto market, you usually you want to be more cautious because that signals the opposite of time capitulation. It's like, I got to get in. It's FOMO, right? That's not a great time to be buying. It's also not a great time to be buying when, you know, the prices are already up a bunch. But it is a good time to buy when time capitulation runs its course. Time capitulation, like I said, is when people are just overly bearish. You're overly bearish, buy. Overly bullish, sell. Everything in between dollar cost average. I mean, that's literally it. It's as simple as that. Now, it played out very well for us. It played out very, very, very well for us. So good for us. So we're going to be kind of waiting out to see what the market does here. And it's shaping out to be a wonderful day. Hope you're all doing great. Smash a like if you're doing great. I have a couple things to show in this video. This is like, I feel like Claude is just not working right now. Just breaks. But that's fine. So what I want to go ahead and show is I made a video on my other channel. It was about insider trading. There was a firm that was allegedly insider trading. And then right after, it was Jane Street. This is alleged allegations, right? Right after, the crypto market started going up only. So that's not a good look for them. It is not a good look at them. The levels that we're looking at are similar to where I was looking at. I don't trade short time frames because I think short time frame trading is kind of like dumb. It's more akin to gambling, I would say. If you're trading on a short time frame, you're probably just gambling. So levels that we're looking at the same as we were looking a couple days ago. In fact, over a week ago, we got to see that breakout above 71. Like if we don't see a break above 71, it's going to be the same old channel that we're currently going through. You see how the channel just keeps going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's just chop, 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 chop until we break above 71. You know, we're still in limbo mode. I think once we break above 71,000 for Bitcoin, if we can hold there for a couple days, that's a good signal that better times are coming. I mean, of course, the pump today is amazing, but, you know, fake outs have happened a billion times in the crypto space. I don't want to get too excited. I don't want to get too excited until we do get a proper breakout. But as it stands, this is a good recovery. I would say this is a great recovery. That's what I am going to call this. I am very optimistic and I am very bull biased. But I'm always going to be bull biased. Like, it's just, that's not going to be something that changes anytime soon. Like, we are going to be bull biased for the rest of time. That's just how it works. So because the market's just going to keep going up over time. You don't want to be caught in a situation where you're just bearish forever and you never get in. There were a lot of people in my comments as HBAR and XRP's price were going down. You know, they kept calling for the coin to bleed. I said, when HBAR hit 10 cents and was holding it very strong, that was a really clear bottom signal. Like, that was a clear signal that they had in their interest to hold HBAR above 10 cents. The market makers, the people that have a power that is much greater than us holders, they have been holding the price of HBAR above 10 cents for some time. Like, this is a very bullish buying point for me, at least. This is very, very bullish. This is like free money. It's practically free money because they're holding the price above 10 cents and it's just been very, very strong. And the same can't currently be said with XRP. Like, XRP is also showing strength, you know, but it needs to break above $1.60 before I'm like extremely excited. You know, above $1.60, it's like, okay, we're good to go. We're off to the races. I think that $1.60 price is probably going to come at the same time as the 71,000 Bitcoin breakout. So that would kind of align. That would definitely align with the macro vision, with the longer term vision that we're currently trying to project. It's a good time to be in crypto. There is very low interest at the moment. I want to show you guys something. I had a couple comments about retail interest in crypto, and yes, you know, this channel is actually doing quite well at the moment. I'm actually checking right now how well we're doing. So we had about 200,000 views this month, 123,000 more than usual. So we're doing great, right? But most of the crypto YouTube channels out there aren't doing great. A lot of them became complacent. They got lazy. They stopped uploading. You know, retail has really checked out at crypto since 2021. You can see this chart right here. It gives you the new YouTube views. Back in 2021, this just peaked. I mean, it absolutely peaked. So if you're still in the crypto industry, I mean, look at this. Retail is just completely checked out, despite the fact that Bitcoin hit new all-time highs. Like, interest never came back to where it was back in 2021, which I think is very, very, very interesting. Very interesting that we never got the same hype cycle as we did back in 2021 for retail. This means, obviously, that the people buying this candle here are mostly not retail traders. They are institutions. They're institutions. Have you ever wondered why, for whatever reason, XRP and HBAR happen to be doing better than some of the other crypto coins that were more retail driven? Well, if you were curious, it's because, well, they have a lot of interest from institutions. There's a chart that I think is very interesting, and even right now is doing pretty well. It's up 1% today. So this chart, I'm going to share it right now. So this chart is the XRP BTC chart. This is, look at this. What a beauty. What an absolute beauty. So this is the XRP BTC chart. It represents the strength that XRP has relative to Bitcoin. So when it goes up, that means that XRP is showing more strength. And when it goes down, that means that Bitcoin is showing more strength. So for a long time here, this is, before the presidency win, this chart was kind of a little bit up and down, but just was really just trending downward. But the second that Trump won, we saw this massive run because people were certain that because of the fact that we were going to get the most pro-crypto president ever, that institutions would enter. And so what has happened since then is exactly that. I mean, retail checked out, but institutions came in and bought the heck out of the dip. That's really what they did. They saved crypto. They really saved crypto. I mean, we saw these massive runs in like 2017, but I look at 2021. Look at this. So 2021, the peak was what, 4.2, which is about 2x in dominance. It's not a lot. Like, it's not a lot for XRP. And then we saw during this bull run, it was, what was it? 3.413. Like, we're not that far off from highs against Bitcoin right now on XRP. And even right now, we're seeing the pump just continue to happen. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Feels very good. Feels very good. Feels very good. Kalshi bans two traders for insider trading allegations. What in the world? Bank of America predicts gold will reach $6,000 in the next 12 months. We were having the FOMC meet and people were asking me what to do, and I told them to long. Yeah, we know we went up. We went up, but feels good. Bitcoin viral claim debunked. More than 2 quarterly losses have happened. Since 2013, Bitcoin has never had more than 2 consecutive quarters with double-digit losses. That's CoinGlass, right? I'm pretty sure that's CoinGlass. Let's go check that out. So that would be in, what is that? Quarterly cryptocurrency. I think that is in, I already forgot. CoinGlass quarterly performance. Okay, here it is. I found it. So this categorizes the Bitcoin quarterly returns. So for Q1 of 2026, right now we're down about 23% on Bitcoin. We definitely have, 2022 was so bloody. That's insane. Like, that was an entire year of just blood. Just blood. But then Q2 tends to be pretty solid for crypto. I mean, we had 159% here, 29%, 7%. We also had 56% in 22, but we already had the blood. So it's unlikely that we have another bloody Q2. 2021 was kind of the same, but I don't really see us in a full-blown bull cycle, so I'm not really sure this applies. There's not a lot of data when it comes to these little fun facts, so I'm not too driven on it. Good day, my friend. From Townsville, Australia. You're a bullish kangaroo, even if your cock is up. It feels good. It feels good. Yeah, I mean, I'm from Alligator Town. Over here, we build moats filled with alligators. We wrestle them. Well, I think Australians are more terrifying. Australians or Florida man? I feel like I'd be more scared of an Australian than a Florida man, if I'm completely honest. But yeah, the quarterly returns are looking pretty good. Usually Q2 is pretty strong. Q2, Q3, very clear bottom signals. At the latest, summer would be a bottom. It wouldn't make any sense to me at this point. It feels like people are too bearish. Institutions are just buying up our bags. That's all that's happening. Institutions are buying up all our bags right now. And everybody in retail just completely missed this pump. Most of the people that ended up buying into like XRP and stuff, I would bet money they got in late because they didn't have bags in the bear market. A lot of people probably sold into the bear market. I bet most people in retail holding XRP probably didn't hold through all the blood. And that should be a key learning lesson for a lot of people. You stick around for long enough and you're going to be up. That's what institutions do. It's what institutions do. They hold and they make money. They make the good old money, the shekels. because Rito doesn't want to go ahead and hold. He's definitely, this guy says he's definitely swinging for the other team because I got cooked food. It's called having a wife. This guy, what is this guy talking about? Swinging for the other team. It's beautiful food. Tell me this isn't beautiful. Tell me you see this food and you're not bullish on this food. This is the most delicious thing you'll ever see. I just gave you a beautiful meal. I don't care what people say. This is a beautiful meal. I love it. It's the most delicious thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I ate it and I had zero complaints. Zero complaints. I got all of the heavy macros that I need. Right now I'm at 182. I'm already down, I think, like 3 to 5 pounds since the start of this year. The diet's working. I mean, it's working. We're doing pretty good. I need to lose another like 10 to 15 pounds until I get to pretty athletic body fat percentages. So I'm not a lot, honestly. This is the best time to lock in crypto because the prices are kind of just doing their own thing. You already stacked your crypto. It's delicious. I know. It's like, how does he think a dude like me could make food like that? There's no way. I can't do that. There's no way I could do that. So it's like the ultimate skills. You know what I do? What I do is, so I bought a ton of Greek yogurt from Costco. So I buy like these packs, like 18 packs of Chobani and what is it, 000 or something like that. And if she hasn't made breakfast, like maybe she's lazy or something, I just grab one of those and mac on it, and then I'll go to the gym. That's what I do. And it's the easiest life hack in the world. But otherwise, if I get actual food, obviously I'm gonna take it. Like I see some of the breakfast pictures, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds par for the course. What I make is usually like the meat. I'm like the steak guy. Like I have to have a steak every week. I've got to have a steak like 2 times a week. You're watching your carb and sugar intake. Yeah, so what we're doing is we have replacements. And now I don't know exactly what she does for the replacements, but like there's a bunch of different stuff you can use. I can't even name them. It was what, like stevia was one of them, and then monk fruit was another one of them, and then like coconut oil or something like that. I don't even know. She has like some voodoo craft that she does, but we do 0 sugar practically with like all of our meals, and the natural sugar that food has we'll eat. Like we'll eat fruit, right? Because fruit is okay. The way that I cut it out, so I used to have a really bad fast food addiction back in the day. And so pretty much I ate Taco Bell every single day because I didn't want to eat my parents' food, and I was grinding League of Legends every single day. You know, I was Challenger in League of Legends. How do you do that? You don't take showers and you eat Taco Bell every day. That's how you hit Challenger in League of Legends. So, yeah, I got really fat because of that. I went from skinny fat to just fat. But when I cut out all the trash, it's crazy. Like you stop eating out for like 2 months and you lose so much weight. It's crazy. No, I'm trying to lose weight. I was not trying to bulk up. I'm trying to lose the weight right now because I already have more than enough muscle. I already have the muscle that I need. I already have the muscle that I need. I'm over the muscle requirement that I need for the weight that I'm trying to hit. So I'm just trying to retain as much muscle as possible. But yeah, I know that those were some days. That was like the Axie days. This is the Axie Infinity days. I used to just eat Taco Bell all day, eat slop. And then when I made a bunch of money in crypto, the first thing I did was start eating out all the time in restaurants. And I went to these super fancy restaurants. Like I went to Michelin star restaurants. I'm going to be honest, the best food I've ever eaten in my entire life was not eaten in a 3-star Michelin restaurant. Like I've spent $1,000 for a single dinner, and I know that's super out of touch, but like I've spent a ton of money on dinners, and those dinners are never the best. I don't know. I stopped doing them. Just completely stopped doing them. I feel like in life you have to try things, but you know, I stopped doing those because it was kind of a waste of money, and also the food wasn't even that great. It was interesting, I guess. I guess I can't appreciate the art. I'm trying to lose about another 20 pounds. Well, that's amazing. You know, like 340 to 200 is insane. I went from 210 to now I'm at 182. So it's not like as crazy of a transformation as you, for sure. That's 340 to 200 is insane. I mean, if that says anything about a person, it says that they have discipline. And a lot of people in this world do not have discipline. The worst thing about society right now is a lack of discipline Because you go to social media and you see fat people and it's like, oh, you know, it's okay to be fat and it's okay to just have diabetes and die early. I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Maybe people shouldn't try to like end themselves and be fat. And maybe people should try to be healthy. It's not even about like a looks maxing thing, because there's like a looks maxing movement going on. For me, it's more of a just like living a healthy lifestyle. I mean, when I was fat, I had no energy. I had no willpower. I had nothing. You know, it sucked. It just sucked being overweight. And I'm still a little chunky. You know, I got some chunk, but I feel like I have energy. You know, like when I shout out my videos, not a lot of YouTubers can have the energy that I have. It's just natural, high octane energy. I don't know. Like, it is what it is. And it's because I took care of my body. And I hope that one of the things that I can influence people to do is eat good food. Because if you eat good food, you'll trade better. One of the big mistakes that I made as a crypto investor early on was spending an absolutely religious amount of time looking at charts, like doing exactly what I'm doing right now. I've repaired that relationship over time. I've stopped caring as much. Like I have enough money to just put in trades. Like if I put the 12K down in this portfolio right now, like it's okay. If it doesn't go my way, I will bounce back perfectly fine. I'm not going to throw 500K at a trade, 50x leverage. It's not going to happen at all. But back in the day, like I might have done that. There was a good possibility if I made a bunch of money that I would have just thrown it right back into the market at some ridiculous leverage. And we learn over time to do things the correct way. And it's all because as you build your health, you need to have enough discipline to do that. And that leads to you having discipline in your trades, which I think is a good thing. It's all fundamentals. It's all fundamentals. It's all the foundation that you need to build up over time. And that's my thought, at least. Is there anything else going on in the crypto market at the moment other than this high octane pump that's going on? It's just the most juicy pump I've ever seen. Final Coinbase, F the hype. Why you shouldn't use OpenClaw. Yeah, I haven't been using OpenClaw. I've been using Claude though. I've been using a heck of a lot of Claude. Claude it's so overpowered. Honestly, it's so overpowered. Opus is insane. If you guys aren't paying for AI subscriptions, you really should. Like, I don't care if you don't even invest. I don't care if you're not going to throw $1 at crypto. Like, you should be looking into AI. It's the most insane thing. I still remember back in October last year, Gemini 3.0 came out, and that was an absolutely insane revelation for me. I mean, I started making all my thumbnails, all my graphics, everything. I canceled my Photoshop subscription. I used to make my own Photoshop thumbnails. Because it's too powerful. It's too good. It just does it better than I do. It's not even close anymore. I would have paid someone over $50 per thumbnail. And I did at some point. It's just really crazy. And since then, I mean, I coded a website. This one, my landing page I coded. So it looks all right. I went through a couple iterations. I decided to keep it really minimalist, but you know, we have stuff like this, you know, we have the videos, the exchange that we're currently trading on, and yeah, some connect buttons that work. I just think it's super cool. Super cool that a person can do stuff like this just very easily. Just pop up on a website, even though they have absolutely no experience at all. I'm sure that there is a world in which the average Joe can just go up to a business with a bad website in the city that they live in and then say, hey, for $100, I can build you a better website. And then just go on Claude Code and code the website in one shot and just make $100. Like I'm sure that's a thing. I'm sure that's a very easy thing that people can do. Like there's so many ways to make money in AI right now. It's absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. Which is why I'm excited for the AI market. I mean, one that I've been looking at is BitTensor. BitTensor has been kind of just riding the waves. Just like every other crypto right now. Riding the waves. I think that's going to be one of the big winners when the cycle actually starts kicking up again for altcoins. Obviously, you know, stuff like XRP and HBAR has more institutional interest, but let's look at HBAR. But yeah, for me, it's just having the bags and watching the market do what the market does. We did a trade yesterday, and we already closed it. We were trying to trade the State of the Union. The idea was that there was too much time capitulation in the market. And so we'd have a bounce. We'd have a bounce. And we did have a bounce. So good for us. Good for us. They're all telling a fat lie. Very interesting. High octane. This guy commented and he was like, where is it? Let me show this. Yeah, okay, Captain Hindsight. Would you make this video if it hadn't gone up? No, you wouldn't. And he thought he had me. He was like, yeah, I got him here. This guru, this little grifter. He wouldn't have made a video talking about how the price of the coin went up if it didn't go up. And I'm like, this is like the dumbest comment I've ever seen. Obviously would have made a video, but obviously the title would have been different if the market was down. It probably would have had a title but the market going down. I mean, think about the titles that I make compared to the titles that I used to make back in the day and some of these XRP YouTubers make. They're like 50x more clickbait than what I do. I mean, I will see every single day, because I analyze my competitors. You should analyze your competitors if you're doing a business, right? And I'll see like XRP is going to $10,000 in 24 hours. Oh my God. And then they're just talking trash during the video. I'm like, well, who does that help? I mean, people will click on it and you'll get views and, you know, good for you. You made some AdSense, but who does that help? Are you informing anyone on anything? Like, for example, I made a video here. This title here. SBI just made XRP history. You need to see this. And instead of just saying, oh my God, the price of XRP is going to go parabolic because of this. Instead of doing that, I went, hey, here's how SBI is quite literally using XRP rewards. Literally. And here's a brief history on SBI if you didn't know about their their tying with Ripple. Literally. I mean, that's as clean of a video as you're going to get for someone that is an XRP YouTuber. That's as clean as you're going to get. So the goal for this year is to just make more videos like that, make more informational content like that. Obviously tie in some Moon Boy content as well, because I am a Moon Boy. I'm not just going to pretend to not be a Moon Boy. I'm very bullish on these cryptocurrencies. But I'm definitely gonna have a lot of educational content that's gonna be coming out, and I'm very excited about that, quite frankly, because I feel like we're onboarding the next frontier of crypto holders. Look at this. Like, this is a beautiful pump right now, and it's just so sad that most people are gonna miss it. HBAR's pumping. That's what matters. Well, yeah. If you're holding a fat old bag of HBAR, of course that's what matters. My take on HBAR, and the idea is to make an HBAR video tomorrow. What I've done, so the strategy moving forward on the channel, every single week we're going to have a broader altcoin video. And then I'm giving you guys alpha right now if you want to make a crypto YouTube channel. I don't care, because at the end of the day, my content speaks for itself. At least I hope it does. The channel is doing very well, so I'm pretty sure it is. But the strategy is to make an HBAR video like every couple days. Every couple days we pump out an HBAR video. The thing that I don't want to do is make videos that are redundant. Like a video that's like, oh, HBAR is pumping today, and then the next day comes and HBAR is pumping again, and the next day comes HBAR is pumping today. It's like it doesn't. What does it do for society? What does it do? So the last one I did was going more in depth into the FedEx news. So the FedEx joined the council, and that's a big deal. That's gonna be like right now. Yeah, one can argue that it's not a massive deal for the price of HBAR. But that's just another catalyst. Like, what if Google leaves the council? we need another catalyst. So FedEx is that catalyst. It's that narrative builder. I quite frankly, and some of you guys will hate me for this, and if you leave, I understand. I totally understand. But this is my personal opinion as someone that's been here full time for like, what is it? Oh my, I'm getting old. I've been full time for what, 5 years at this point almost. And that's not putting 40 hours. I put way too many hours into the crypto space. I put less hours these days, but when I first started, I put way too much time. He's got over 9 million. Anatoly? Oh, dude, I love Anatoly. I think that guy's awesome. The whole like mop thing, I think is amazing. I brain rot to his videos all the time. All of the time. So I agree with you here, actually. Like, I think that people underestimate the power of a narrative. Like, HBAR, I had some people comment and they were like, oh, well, HBAR needs to have more utility and more, you know, usage in order to hit $1. We need to have fees. And I'm like, do you guys even know what you're investing into? Do you know why you're investing into something like HBAR? Like, let's be honest. Like, why would the price of HBAR appreciate? Yes, usage could be a factor, but let's be completely honest. At the current price per transaction HBAR is charging, they're charging what, like a tenth of a penny and what, like 0.0008 for consensus submit messages. Like, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. Even if FedEx used all of HBAR's network for everything that they're doing, it would, I think it would only make like $50 million a year, which obviously doesn't warrant a multi-billion-dollar valuation. Like, you're not speculating on the usage of HBAR. That's not what you're speculating on. You're speculating on the narrative and the technology. You're not speculating on usage. So when the market does come back and people are like, oh, what's the next big thing? People, just like the stock market and the ridiculous forward valuations that we're seeing, we're going to see that with HBAR. And HBAR, as quite frankly I've seen so far, is leading the market in the narrative game. They've dominated the narrative game alongside XRP. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why people are holding XLM. Maybe someone here can inform me why XLM is worth holding versus XRP. I don't buy it. I think people are just holding XLM because they saw XRP and they saw that it's kind of similar to XRP, so they're like, yeah, let's hold that. I don't see XLM being ahead of HBAR long term. I don't see the narrative. I don't know why people care about XLM in 2026. Just why is this cryptocurrency the number 18 in the world? I'll be the first one to FUD it. I don't care. I just don't understand why people care about XLM right now. HBAR is going to flip it. There's no doubt. When the Clarity Act passes, XRP is going to go to Valhalla. Well, yeah, you know, XRP is going to benefit massively from the big old stable coins becoming freedom fighters. And then also, of course, the banks are going to capitulate into crypto, and XRP is going to be one of the big beneficiaries. They got to expand beyond that Japanese market, though. Let's look at the odds right now for the Clarity Act signed into law. It flips all the time. So right now we're at 51%. The Clarity Act signed into law in 2026. It is just all over the place right now. If you guys are actually thinking this is going to get signed into law, like, this is a good time to buy because it's just all over the place. There's going to be a day HBAR will just explode. Okay. A domino effect. Okay. So what makes you think that the first domino has not already fallen? Right? I believe the first domino was Trump being inaugurated. He was a pro-crypto president. You know, regardless of your politics, he's a pro-crypto president. And he's a massive deal for crypto. You know, crypto has gone up as much as it has because he's so forward thinking with crypto. You know, crypto has become a big thing. So what makes you think that that domino hasn't already fallen and just the dominoes fall a little bit slower than you think? You know, I feel like last year was a big year for crypto, despite the fact that, yes, you know, HBAR is not as high as it was before. From a tech standpoint and from an ETF standpoint and really from an infrastructure standpoint, it's doing a billion times better than it was doing before. Had the other party won and crypto been seen as the same narrative as it was before, I don't think any domino would have fallen at all. I think it'd be screwed right now. Domino theory, are we embracing Jake? No, we're not. We're not embracing Jake. I think it's ridiculous. I think the $10,000 per coin thing and the fall of Tether, I think it's all full of BS. I think it's like, I can get really easy views if I decide to make content saying that XRP is going to hit $10,000 every single day. Like, if I make that kind of content, I'll be a much richer man and a man with way more subscribers by the end of this year. I just think it's such an extreme case. The odds of it happening are so astronomically low that I don't even know why it's something that a serious fund would entertain for any other reason than just like engagement farming. That's like the only reason you would want to do something like this. You just want to engagement farm, which I'm kind of over this whole engagement farming thing. I'm a little sick of it. I'm just going to cover what things are for what they are. I'm still very bullish on XRP. Don't get me wrong. Like $10, $20, $50, like all that is very possible in the coming years. And a major bank, Standard Chartered, what they have like 800 billion in assets under management. They did a $28 price prediction. I made a video on it. Literally made a video on it. Where is it? I'll pull it up right now, so you guys can see. I haven't covered the domino theory because people keep asking me about it. All right, let's see if I can find it. Why did they cut it? Influencer. All right, so these were like the influencer analyst projections for XRP. So Crypto Mason, he gave $5 to $20 by the end of 2026. Crypto Mason, he does a lot of spiritual content. He does a lot of like reality basing, the emotional support kind of stuff. I think he's good for the average holder. I think he's very good content for the average holder. He gave like $5 to $20. Pretty fair, right? Like, that's fair. Oscar's just waiting for alt season, which I'm like, okay. And then Jake Claver goes, we're going to hit $100 by the end of 2025. And that one day can magically make this coin go up to $100 plus. I just think the timelines are too aggressive. Like maybe one day we'll hit that, but it's just, it's not coming today. And also at the same time, I'm not a hater because I think at the end of the day, anybody that's bullish on XRP, like if we have a consensus, like if the consensus trade is the coin is going to go up at the end of the day, like, do you really hate the take? I think it's far-fetched, but do you hate the take? I don't know. I even covered the whole domino theory. You know, the logic is worth understanding. It's just a little bit far-fetched. Is ready for anything whilst other cryptos are just marketing hype? Yeah, I agree. It's going to bottom at 5 cents. Yeah, I've been seeing that all over Twitter. All over Twitter, I've been seeing some dude just keeps saying, we're going to 5 cents. We're going to 5 cents. These noob crypto traders, they weren't around since I was a wee little peon. They weren't around since before Bitcoin was created, so they're going to be wrong. They don't understand. They don't understand what the Illuminati has planned for HBAR and cryptocurrency. We're going down to $20 per coin. $20 per coin on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not going to make anyone great. It's going to make them all poor. And I will buy my HBAR bags back at a fraction of a penny. That's the guy that never buys the bottom. That's the guy that never buys the bottom. I'm like, listen, if a coin is already down like 80% and the market is beginning to stabilize, why does everyone keep just going down, 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 down? I mean, how much more blood do you need to see to be happy? Those people will never buy the dip. You know what you can do if you're smart? You DCA into the dip. You buy it 10 cents. If it goes down to 5 cents, boom, you get filled in at 5 cents. Either way, we win. Nobody really cares. But if you never buy the dip, you're just going to miss it. That's all that's going to happen. There's no magical number it'll hit, like 5 cents or 7 cents or 6 cents. Like, what does this arbitrary number even mean? Why would it hit 5 cents? What, Bitcoin goes down to 50K? Is that your bottom number? So HBAR goes down to 5 cents? I guess, maybe, but it's just a lot of delusion. People just like they're quants all of a sudden. Everybody's a quant. The technical analysis from 2001, before Bitcoin was created, this is going to catalyze in 2026, and the price of HBAR per coin will go down to 5 cents. I'm like, what are you talking about? What is this? What is this? Maybe you just buy both. Maybe if it goes down to 5 cents, you buy the dip. It's okay. But you're going to miss this low if you don't trade it for what it is. When we get close to all-time highs, they'll be asking you, oh no, trust me. You know what's really sad as a content creator? The saddest thing is that, so right now we have 33 people, which I'm eternally grateful for. You know, I thank every single day anybody that watches my content, especially the people in a bear market. My belief is you guys are the ones that are going to end up making money. You guys will be the ones that end up making money. The sad thing, though, is that my most popular videos, of course, are going to be made during a bull cycle. So I got like 30,000 views in a day on a live stream while HBAR was pumping to like 40 cents. And in that, you don't understand how many people told me like, hey, should I get into HBAR right now? Is this the best time to get into this coin? And I'm like, I've been in this coin since 4 cents. Do you seriously think I am going to tell you to buy into it at 40 cents? It doesn't, like, it's, I'm not going to tell people to buy a coin at 40 cents. Will I cover the news? Will I live stream when it pumps? Yeah, but I'm not going to tell people to buy into it when I'm up 1,000% on my position. It doesn't, I'd be very irresponsible for doing that. And so when the coin went down, obviously, since a lot of the viewers came from when the coin was all the way up there, they're like, oh, but, you know, I watched his videos as the price of this coin slipped down. They don't have the fundamentals to DCA like we did last cycle. It's just very unfortunate. And the conclusion that I've come to is that, one, you can't please everyone, obviously. But two, the unfortunate truth is that society at the moment, at least my generation, Gen Zers, we are kind of, I would say, forced to gamble. Because if you do not bet on upside, then you're done. I mean, inflation is just going to kill you. That's all that's going to happen. Inflation is going to kill all of us. So if you don't invest, you're going to be done. The only way that you won, even buying houses, honestly, wasn't even the best move. Yeah, you had pretty solid appreciation, but investing into the stock market would have made you astronomically more. It's not even close. Equity markets are just so much more profitable. I think of the crypto markets a little bit like stocks. I think obviously their upside is much higher because crypto is just a much younger industry and has a lot more upside to it. But it's kind of similar. Like, this is the final frontier. And a lot of people will get into the mindset of like, I have to go all in now. That's not good. It's not good. Do not do that. Do not go all in into a cryptocurrency. It's very irresponsible to do that. You should, yeah, like, get your initial positions into these cryptos, but to go all in is so irresponsible. I hate it. And I hate anybody that tells people they need to do this. Like, right now, you have to go all in. I'm happy to share what I'm doing. Like, if I'm like, okay, today I'm going to buy the dip, or it was revealed to me in a dream that I should go all in, and today was going to be a wonderful day. I also had a dream today, and it did come true. I dream every single day that the crypto markets go up. So also my dream, it catalyzed. I actually found my Apple Watch. Fun fact, I've had this thing lost for like 6 months now. I haven't been able to track my steps. So, you know, we all have dreams. My dream was to get my little watch back. Millennial right here, best years. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet. I have realized that as life progresses, we get wiser. Humans get wiser, and that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing to be wise. DCAing is smart. The thing is, like, you've already probably passed the years that you've needed to get the experience to understand that the biggest scam is getting into like penny stocks and getting into these tiny little cryptos that aren't going to go anywhere. Like, you're probably far enough in the curve to understand that, like, maybe I shouldn't go all in on HBAR. Maybe I should have bags of Bitcoin and XRP and the S&P 500. Like, you're probably there already. And I'm going to be honest, until like 2 years ago, I was kind of in the boat of just going all in on crypto, all of it. And then as I diversified, I'm going to be honest, I stopped caring as much. Like, I finally don't need to be stressed. I'm not pulling out my hair that the price of a coin isn't going my way, and it's made me a much better trader, like significantly better. I made a video even today. They called me crazy for buying XRP yesterday, and at the end of that video, instead of just making up some narrative, instead of like pretending and making this narrative that like, oh, I held my trade open and I'm up all of these percentage points. Instead, I went at the end of the video, guys, this is why I closed my trade. And this is why I think that having a good set of fundamentals is important for making money in crypto long term. And my hope is that as I grow this this portfolio, because I'm not the biggest fan of doing leverage trading, but I have been consistently profitable because I'm more of a scalper than anything. You know, I spam wins. That's all I do. Spam win. So as I grow this portfolio, hopefully people learn. You know, people learn something new, and that's great. You know, I'm happy to do that. I also want to teach people that they don't need to FOMO in and do very high leverage. I see a lot of YouTubers, they push like 30x leverage on a trade. I'm like, What are you doing? What is that? How do you even do TA on a 30x trade in crypto? You know how manipulated the crypto market is? It's all leverage. Like it's so manipulated. You cannot do high leverage. Please do not do more than 5x leverage. You're going to get liquidated. You're going to lose your money eventually. I've been here long enough to understand that. When the Uber driver is telling you to buy crypto, that's usually a selling indicator. It used to be, but the problem is there's enough people that are in the crypto industry at this point that I don't really know if that applies. My Uber driver might still be checking the crypto markets, even if he's down 99% on his meme coin, you know? The sad thing is that a lot of retail traders, when they got back into crypto, they didn't even get back into the right places. They just decided to gamble on new things. An example of that, there's a new coin in the market. It's trending today. It's called Gork. I just got a message. I got a message from my brother. He goes, Bitcoin at 68K. Where's the guy that was betting against you at? Is he under a bridge? Yeah, he's doing great. He's a quant. Oh, fuck. All right, my friend. I'll see you later. Stay classy. Well, yeah, every market is manipulated, but crypto's more manipulated than the rest. One, we don't have as much liquidity because of how crypto pairs work. And the the second thing is, well, crypto's culture is just leverage. People just love doing leverage. So we have a lot more leverage. I am going to pull it up. Let me go ahead and peep it. I'm actually very curious. It's like nothing's loading right now. Maybe I'm going Gemini. Gemini working. Why is Claude down? Okay. What's the percentage of traders that use leverage in gold versus silver versus stocks versus crypto? All right. Let's see. I think Claude is down right now. I'm curious to see it. We'll see what with Mr. AI goes ahead and pulls up. Sometimes they're hallucinating, so I'm not going at it like it's some kind of like truth sayer, but all right, let's see what it's analyzing it. Let's go. I'll ask the same question to Claude to see if we get matching answers. This isn't working right now. Feels good. Well, good thing I subscribed to multiple things. The one that you shouldn't subscribe to is ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a waste of money. In my opinion, it's a waste of money. They're going to have ads too, so good luck with that. All right, so let's see. If we're strictly talking about traders, people looking to profit from short-term price movements, the reality is that gold and silver is primarily traded through futures contracts and CFDs. Almost all of them use leverage. Crypto extremely high, derivatives dominate. Millions of casual retail users buy spot crypto and hold it in wallets. The active trading landscape is absolutely dominated by leverage. In the crypto space, derivatives volume, primarily perpetual futures, regularly outpaces spot market volume by a massive margin, often 3 to 4 times the size of the spot market. Because of this, it's safe to estimate that the vast majority of active crypto day traders are using leverage. Crypto exchanges are famous for offering extreme leverage from 10 to 1 to 125 to 1, okay? And then stocks are relatively low. So everyday stock market participants use leverage quite sparingly. So only about 15 to 30% is actively on leverage. The Federal Reserve's regulation T strictly limits stock leverage for retail traders to 2 to 1. Yeah. So there's way more leverage in the crypto markets. There's just so much more. It's all manipulated, but I mean, don't get me wrong, it's manipulated, but the leverage in the crypto markets, it's unmatched. I mean, if you don't think there's manipulation going on in gold, I also don't know what you're on. You're definitely right on that. We're probably going to see a $6,000 gold, probably seeing a 6K gold by the end of the year. Like that's probably going to happen. The guys that think this is just going to magically correct all the way back down, they don't understand how the world works in 2026. It's a totally different landscape than we had back in the day. The Bitcoin's so beautiful right now, though. Look at this chart. Oh, yes. Look at this. Oh, look at it go. Yes. It wants to retouch the resistance. Yes, do it. Do it. Oh, the stock market is up. We are near all-time highs. All-time highs would be another 1% move, I think. No, not even. Like a 0.5% move and we're at all-time highs. Feels good. Where do you think HBAR will go next? I made a video on this. Did I make a video on everything? Where is it? I don't even remember when I did this. Is it this one? I don't even know. Boop, 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 boop. No, it's not that one. Yeah, I think I remember saying that there were a bunch of shorts around the 12-cent mark. Sorry, 10.5 cent, but that already happened. Like that already passed. I don't know. I think we have a strong base at 10 cents, but I don't have a prediction actually right now because we already blasted through the shorts. We already broke the shorts. They're already capitulating. They're already moving their trades up. So we're kind of in no man's land, if I'm honest. We are in a weird spot. Now, yeah, we have a strong base at 10 cents because I'm sure market makers are keeping the coin at 10 cents. But other than that, it's like, I don't know. It's really is just no man's land. It has a very solid support level, but you know, there's no honestly, there's no solid resistance level. You know what I mean? Like we don't know when the next time it'll face resistance is. Like, is it at 11, at 12, at 20, 30? I don't know. The coin kind of moves fast. These moves happen really fast. So it's kind of tough to say where exactly it's going to go next. I'm pretty confident it'll be higher. I just don't know what price exactly it's going to be at. I'm not sure what TA bros would say about this chart. Like this chart just looks 12, 14. No, I don't know. Like it looks weird. I don't have a resistance level for this coin. I have a support level. Definitely have a support level. I've said time and time again, 10 cents just looks very clear bottomy. But no, I don't have a resistance level. Like I have no band that's gonna say this is gonna go up and up. A 1 hour green candle taking over. Yeah, no, that's how crypto works though. Crypto's weird. We have these, look at this wick. We just have these massive wicks. There's a saying, in a bull market, there are 10 trading days where you will make money. Like you'll be most profitable for 10 trading days. So the problem is if you're not allocated for those 10 trading days, then you really just miss the entire bull cycle. Like it's just 10 trading days usually that represents an entire bull cycle's worth of gains. That's why I always say if you're not allocated, you're kind of cooked. Like you're just going to miss the move. If it happens, you're not going to time it well. You would have already missed it by the time you get in. It's crazy. It's like, and you know how long a bull cycle lasts, right? That's a 4-year super cycle. We only have 10 trading days that are most profitable. And usually a couple of them happen during the bear market, right? Bear market. So it's really tough to say. All I have to say is that being allocated is more important than trying to overthink what price the coin might go to. It's hard to it's almost impossible to do price predictions. Like price prediction videos, they're fun because people want to see them anyway. And I'm like, you know what? I'll give you one. But it's also like they're all made up numbers. No one could just say that. For example, like Jake saying that XRP is going to go to $10,000 per coin. What is the basis behind that? Like, what is the logic behind that? There's usually no logic behind it. It's like me saying that XRP is going to go to $10 this year. I don't know. Maybe it goes to 9 or 8, or maybe it only goes back up to 3. It all depends on factors that we are quite frankly not in control of or not knowledgeable of. I don't know when someone's going to press the buy button, when someone's going to press the sell button. That's impossible to predict. I think if anybody tries to sell you on that, run away as fast as possible. All you can do, the most profitable traders in crypto, I will tell you right now, like the actual traders, not people that just buy and hold. The most profitable traders are the people that are comfortable losing. They're comfortable losing. They lose lots and lots of trades. But the trades that they win in have a higher hit rate. So the risk reward is geared in their favor. They cut their losses quickly and they let their runners run. That's how people make money trading in crypto. You know, they're not always going to be right. So even people that do price predictions over a long time frame, they're often going to be wrong, and that's okay. Obviously, you know, if you're saying a coin's going to go up to $1 over a long enough time frame, like if I keep yapping about the fact that HBAR is going to go to 20 cents this year, I'm probably going to look like a genius by the end of the year. But for a lot of the year, I will have seen a lot of comments on people just being like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, this and that. But eventually I'll be right because, you know, the market just tends to trend up over time. You can't fight the market. Don't fight the market. Don't fight it. If the market wants to do something, it will do something and it will be done. You can't argue against the market. There are greater powers that be that we will never understand. Unless I guess we become billionaires and start running the market ourselves. We won't understand. There's just greater powers that be. If you're new to TA, you just don't understand that a lot of the market is just manipulated by people that understand that other people want to do TA and just trade against them. You believe the bull cycle is not even started? Well, of course. We never had a retail super cycle. Never. We had one for meme coins. Don't get me wrong. Meme coins, we definitely got people. Meme coin had a super cycle. We had a meme coin super cycle for sure. But we didn't have like a macro crypto altcoin season. We never had it. This entire cycle was a scam. All of it was a scam. Like you look at the views and they're nowhere near what they were in 2021. This is a great indicator for retail interest. And the retail never came back. They never came back. Just because you guys are watching doesn't mean that retail came back. Like you guys might have come back. That's awesome. But most people didn't come back. Most people are just out of crypto. Even your Uber driver, he might have come back a little bit during January. But no, he's gone. Most Uber drivers did not come back to the crypto market, which I think is fine. That's fine. Most of the upside is unfortunately going to be had by institutions at this point. We used to have this wealth effect where people would get rich off crypto over time, but unfortunately, a lot of people have just lost faith in crypto. So the institutions are going to be the ones getting rich from now on, which is actually very good for crypto because it is going to be a lot more stable in the future, but it's very sad for the original vision of crypto. You know, people aren't going to be making as much. It's just very sad. Like it's going to suck when we make a ton of money again. And we're just alone in this story. We're sharing the yacht together, I guess, but no one else is going to be able to be in it. It's just, we're the ones producing the yacht money, I suppose. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Back in the day, I remember everybody was interested in crypto and that was awesome. Exact structure. Yeah, we got a breakout right now at $69,000. There are a lot of weekends buying the FOMO. Well, yeah, a lot of people already sized out. People sized out in Q4 because the super cycle, whatever we call that, the super cycle is over. I don't know what that is. The super cycle. I think it's the M2 money market supply. I think it's just the amount of money in the world. I'm not sure it's a great indicator on what the market is going to do next. I think it's just a thing that people like to look at to make themselves feel better, in my opinion. And this is a great pump, though. Look at this beautiful pump. I'm more yacht space for me. Yeah, no, it's true, but it's kind of sad. No, in my ideal world, more retail traders win, so we can all be on the yacht together. But you know, if we don't win, well, I mean, if I win at the end of the day, I win, and I hope as many people as possible win. Look at this pump. Oh my gosh, yes, it's looking so good right now. 69.2. I'm not going to get too excited until we break over 71. I'm craving that 71K break. We need a break above 71K. We need it. HBAR is now 10.3 cents. XRP is at $1.47. Oh, it's heated up. It's heated up. I might just stay live for a little longer. This is looking good. It's looking good right now. Let's go. We're coming back. Feels good. Yeah, it's looking so strong right now. This is just I'm looking at these charts right now. They're looking so good. How is Polkadot up 26%? Who has Polkadot? Have the Polkadot investors realized it's just a VC pump and dump? I think I'm saying too much right now, but has anybody not realized that? Aptos, Uniswap, okay. Yeah, AVAX. I'm really wishing the best for AVAX holders. I already sold all my AVAX. Well, no, I still have a little bit of AVAX, but not a lot. Ethereum's at $2,000 again. Okay. ICP Kite, XRP at $1.46. Now look at this beautiful pump. Oh my gosh. Kind of want to just look at the Bitcoin chart. I feel like this is the big chart we need to be looking at right now. Look at this. Oh. You have Algorand? Why? Why do you have Algorand? Honestly, like what makes you bullish on Algorand? Like why is it just because you're down and you just want to hold it, or Cardano's really pumping? Man, you know what I have to say about Cardano? I don't know how in the world Bitcoin Cash is about to flip Cardano. Like, how is this happening right now? Why are people buying Bitcoin Cash? Who decided to buy Bitcoin Cash? Why is this chart so bullish? Who's pumping and dumping this coin right now? What is going on there? What is that? A snack? Nice. Okay. Yeah, but I like, how in the world? No, can we be serious for a second? How in the world does Bitcoin Cash pass Cardano? Like what are we looking at? What is this? I don't know, man. My opinion on Cardano is that I'd rather hold XRP than Cardano. I know it's biased. It's super biased, but I don't know. I just feel like XRP is doing more. They just have more capital. But it's also like, how do you compare an $89 billion cryptocurrency to a $10 billion cryptocurrency? It's a dumb comparison. It's a very dumb comparison. So I don't know. I'm just very biased, but I'm happily biased and I'm honest with myself, which I think is important. I just also like Bitcoin Cash. What is that? How is that thing not at zero? There's got to be some kind of pump and dump. It's like, I don't know. I'm sorry to every Cardano holder. I tried integrating with the ecosystem and I don't know, man. It's like there's nothing to do there. I've got to be missing something because it just feels like other chains are just more, I don't know, useful. This whole narrative, I remember Charles Hoskinson was talking about, what was it? They were trying to do Bitcoin DeFi, right? And I don't know where that went. Is that still a thing? Last I heard, the only thing exciting about Cardano was, and I get the Midnight token. Yeah, the Midnight token I did trade. I remember making a video on that. I traded the Midnight token launch. My thought process was that the Midnight token was going to be a catalyst to bring more money into the Cardano ecosystem through wealth effects. So the people that made money on the Midnight coin would go into the Cardano ecosystem. And maybe that does end up being the case. It just doesn't have a lot of volume right now. It's at what, like 14 million? 14 million in volume. It's probably, I foresee this thing going back to all-time highs. It's just, I don't know if Cardano is the focus right now. I feel like the focus is that Midnight coin. I don't know if the focus is actually Cardano itself. Maybe it is. What a beautiful chart. So we looked up this recipe on TikTok. Here's a recipe. This is a date. This is a date. Okay. I want you to look at it. Where is it? So it's got kosher salt. Okay. This is a date. We cut it. We took the pit out. And then in here are 2 almonds and PB2 peanut butter. So powder peanut butter. So like healthy peanut butter, right? With dark chocolate surrounding it. And this is what we call a Snicker date. A Snicker date. And let me tell you, it tastes like Snickers and it's healthy. It's so good. When Charles wears a McDonald's uniform. I love that. When he wears a McDonald's uniform, it has lost their values. Maybe their problem is that they're too full of themselves. I don't know, man. Like Cardano holders, they feel like they're like the next frontier, that they're going to be the better Ethereum. It's been long enough. Everybody knows Ethereum is better than Cardano. What's my take on Crow? Let me take a bite of the Snicker day first. Hold on. It's delicious. You guys have to make it. I'm serious. Buy dates. Okay? You'll never have sugar cravings again. Buy dates. Take the pit out in the middle. Put 2 almonds. Peanut butter. If you could do PB2 peanut butter, even better, because it's healthier. Coat it in cocoa. So in dark chocolate. And freeze it. It's the most delicious thing you'll ever eat. You'll never have sugar cravings again. Never. Okay, so my take on Crow. So I'm going to be completely honest with you here, because that's what we do. One, I'm not going to put the chart because this Bitcoin chart looks too sexy right now. But so my thoughts on Kronos. I might have the card still. Actually, give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'm going to look for the card just specifically for this take. Good morning, my friend. Okay, so we're back. So take on Crow. Let me make sure I don't leak my credit card details. Okay. So this is my take on Crow. If you guys know anything about Kronos back in 2021, you will have known that this card cost $40,000 worth of Kronos staked. Okay, this is the icy white card for Kronos. Just so people don't say, oh, but Jesus, you didn't have any money in Crow. You don't have any basis to talk about Kronos. Yes, I do. I put 40 bands into Crow and I staked it for a year. Now, with this being said, if you were around during 2021 to 2022, you will realize that Crow rugged all of their holders. Everyone got rugged. Everybody got rugged. Because Crow decided to completely destroy the only use case that the coin had, which was this card. This card lost its only use case, which were the rewards. And so when that happened, the coin went from, I remember I got in at 40 cents, and it went all the way down to oblivion. It died, completely died. And part of the reason that the coin pumped was because they burned 70 billion coins. I still remember this off the top of my head. They burned like 70 billion coins, a lot of the supply, and that combined with the Visa rewards, that, caused a lot of people to get into the crypto industry. So when they cut the rewards, they rugged their coin practically. Next bull market, people are like, okay, that's fine because, Crow makes a ton of money. And let me just say that if you are trading on the crypto.com exchange, this is not shade to Crow or anybody, any entity. You know what? It's a little shade. The fills that you get on the crypto.com exchange, I don't even know how that's legal. Like, how do people agree to that? When I first got into crypto and I was using the crypto.com exchange, I don't know how I was foolish enough to use it, because it's just the fills that you get and the fees are ridiculous. Ridiculous. So I know they made money when the bull cycle came back, but the only reason that they pumped was because they gave 20 billion coins to Donald Trump Media, DJT Media or whatever. And they were planning on doing an ETF. But to do that ETF, I actually have a presentation on this. I'm not joking. I have a presentation of a video I was going to make. But because I felt so bad about Crow, I decided to not farm the views on Crow. Like, that's how bad I felt about the situation. I don't even want to cover Crow. I don't care about the algorithm at this point. This was a video that I had planned to make but never did. It was about the Crow OCC Bank Charter. I have a long take on this. So they had their bank charter approved or whatever, and it's like it's now a national trust bank, and you know whatever. There's a bunch of other people like Circle, Ripple, Paxos that have it. Where is it? Here it is. They gave Trump Media 21% of Crow supply. They have a ticker MCGA, make Crow great again, trading on the NASDAQ. They deliberately made it seem like they have a $5 billion line of credit, which is kind of BS. They integrated into Truth Social, and traditional banks are pushing back. Yeah, it's just, I'm not, I think they're kind of full of it. I don't know. I don't like it. I really don't like it. They just feel like Binance in the US, but without Binance's market control. I don't like it. I don't like it. It makes me feel bad because as a holder, it feels like every step of the way, they just kind of screw us over. When they did the proposal, which this presentation doesn't show, for reminting all of their burned coins, because remember, the reason they pumped back in 2021 was partially because they burned 70 billion coins, which was a majority of their supply. They decided to remint it in a proposal. The thing that really got me, and it got me really angry, was the fact that a majority of validators, so a majority of the people that say yes or no on the blockchain, a majority of the retail participants, I'm talking about like 70 to 80% of them, disagreed with reminting the coins. However, the validators that Crypto.com had ties to had pool. They had more voting power overall. They had more weight because, I mean, it's Crypto.com, right? And they voted yes and got it passed. So it just felt kind of like a big FU to all of the holders, kind of telling people, hey, you guys don't know better. We know better than you. So we'll do whatever we want. At that point, is it really even a decentralized coin? I don't know. So I felt like it was a spit in the face. And from a moral standpoint, I don't care how much money I could make off of Crow. I could never be a buyer. I could never be a buyer. I have Crow because of the cashback rewards from some time ago, but I'm not a buyer. I just think it's such a spit in the face to everybody in crypto. You had SafeMoon. Didn't the SafeMoon guy go to prison? This was recent. Here it is. CEO of digital asset company SafeMoon sentenced to 100 months in prison. Here it is. Yeah, CEO of digital asset company SafeMoon sentenced to 100 months in prison for a multi-million-dollar crypto fraud scheme. Yep. You know what crypto I got into when I was first getting into the crypto space? Around the same time as your SafeMoon stuff? You got bamboozled? Well, not only me. Everybody that's holding Crow got bamboozled. Have you seen the coin's price? Everybody got bamboozled. I mean, think about it. If every time we have a bull cycle, they just magically decide to rug people, what is that? What, me getting bamboozled or everybody getting bamboozled? The only people winning are the people getting free coins, which are 20 billion coins. Yeah, the coin that I got into around the SafeMoon era was Saitama. I made good money on Saitama, but the guys that founded Saitama, the founder, he ended up doing tons of cocaine, and he cheated on his wife. I still remember that. And then he also ended up going to prison because he was like really addicted to drugs or something. Lunk. Okay. So the latest I have on Lunk. So I used to be a validator on Lunk. I've been in the crypto space for a while, guys. I've done a lot. So I used to be a validator on Lunk. We had one of the biggest validators on Terra Luna Classic before I decided to pull the plug because I didn't like the future of the chain. I didn't align with the future of the chain. In my opinion, Lunk either had to become the pillar for the Cosmos ecosystem or it had to become a meme coin. I was edging on the meme coin stuff because the reason that it became an $8 billion market cap coin was because of the fact that people were memifying the whole burn thing, right? So when they didn't do that, I left. I just completely left. I said, guys, you know what? Like, can you delegate to someone else because I just don't align with the vision? So Do Kwon got sentenced, which is obviously not a good thing for Lunk holders. He got what, like 15 years. And then the most recent thing is Terraform Foundation has a guy in charge that's trying to, I think it's Todd Schneider, I think is the right thing on that. I think it's Todd Schneider. I don't have the exact name, but I believe it's him. And he sued Jump Trading for $4 billion, allegedly insider trading. And Jane Street was the recent one. Jane Street was allegedly, remember, allegations, allegedly insider trading as well during this time. They pulled cash out before the collapse of UST, which, if true, it's not a good look. So my question is, why would anybody want to buy Lunk? The meme coin super cycle has already passed. They're already winners from that cycle. Do Kwon already got sentenced. Cosmos has kind of been forgotten at this point. The only way that the Cosmos ecosystem gets any relief, in my opinion, is not from Atom or any of the big coins. It's only going to be from Terra Luna Classic. Terra Luna Classic is the final hope. It's going to be the nail in the coffin for Cosmos, because the only reason Cosmos pumped was because of Terra Luna, and the only reason that it could possibly come back is because of Terra Luna Classic. If they recover a lot of funds through these lawsuits, then the hope is that somehow that comes back to Terra Luna holders, or that comes back to the Terra Luna Classic coin in some way, and that funding can be used to revive the Cosmos ecosystem. So there is something there, but the odds are not great because we don't have a timeline on when these funds are going to be recovered, or if they're even going to be recovered. Remember, these are allegations at the end of the day. So I'm not a waiter. I don't want to wait around to see what might happen. So I'm not bullish. I told people when Do Kwon got sentenced, the coin went up, what, 50% in a day. I made a video about this. I literally told people to sell. Hold on. I'm looking for it. It was on my other channel. So I will pull it up right now. Lunk. Here it is. Terra Luna Classic and Luna founder Do Kwon 12 years in prison, and then I gave a price prediction. I said the coin was going to go down, pretty much. Yeah, the Oracle pool is going down. The rewards are down. It was just cooked. It was cooked. I was kind of explaining a little bit of the thesis behind when I was a validator on Terra Luna Classic. You see how the coin was at 6.2, and now it's at half that price. So yeah, I mean, that's my answer on Terra Luna Classic. There's no TA to be had there. It's literally just like, that's the facts. You know, the facts are the facts. The facts are all I can base myself off of. What's good? What's good, Kaizen? What is good? What is up? Are you playing spider tanks? Do you still do that? What are you up to these days? What's up, Flacco? What's good? Hey, it's a good day for HBAR, huh? It is a good day. We up 9% today. Let's go. Listen, as long as we hold 10 cents, I do not care. I do not care what happens. We will be higher. That is all that matters. Yes, sir. Anytime, my friend. Thank you for showing up. Listen, it's during the bear market when empires and bags are made. Holy moly. Ain't she a beauty? The HBAR number? What do you mean? Like the position it's in? HBAR is at 22. It's because all these stable coins are passing it. Stable coins don't count. That's cheating. It's only the beginning. I like that. I like that energy. I like that energy. I'm trying this cycle to not be overly bullish. I'm really trying not to like make content that's like, it's gonna 10x in like 60 days. Buy now. Like, I'm really trying this cycle to hold myself back and be more informative, because I feel like it's our responsibility as people that have been here for like 5 years to be more passive and to like educate people more. I feel like it's our responsibility to be that person. So that's what I'm trying to do this cycle. From time to time, let's go. Nah, I already uninstalled Spider Tanks, if I'm honest. I don't know, man. Like, when they went to IMX, they didn't do any marketing or anything, so I just kind of left. I got bored. There's just nothing to do. It's just the same people over and over. I'm not here to repeat what happened back with Gala. Like, if I get bored, I get bored. Even Ray Charles can see it. Let's go. I mean, look at the price. It's beautiful. Hockey stick it. What are my thoughts on the drama? Who wants to play CSGO? Listen, guys, you guys can become friends. You can play CSGO with each other and shill your bags. That would be very ideal for me. The coolest outcome would be if even a single one of my viewers ends up like playing with another one of my viewers and they become friends. Like that would be the sickest thing. The lamest way to get rich in crypto is alone. It's so lame. It's boring. Like I have made over 100K in a single trade. And I'm going to be completely honest. Like if I posted or something, I just look very tone deaf. Like the guy's full of ego. He doesn't look good. But if you make 100K with your friend, hey, you got someone to celebrate with. I'm very excited when I make profits. Doing my study to become a project manager, and it's just crazy. These companies don't. No, none of them execute correctly, man. Trillion-dollar companies don't know what they're doing. Dude, since I started crypto, I mean, I've run a 7-figure business. I've generated over 7 figures. Do I know what I'm doing? I mean, dude, I am doing things wrong all of the time. I'm losing money on trades all of the time. But that's part of the game. You're going to be very useful to a lot of companies, especially if you use AI, dude. AI is nuts. I use AI for even my workflow on this channel every single day. Every single day. It's just deeply integrated. It's the most insane thing. This Go is gem. What rank are you guys? When I played CSGO, while I did hit Challenger in League of Legends, I only got to DMG. This was back in the day. This was like 2016. Yeah, I only got to DMG on CSGO. I never got to Global Elite. But I think I put like 800 hours into CSGO. I put thousands of hours into League. Probably could have hit Global Elite if I put more hours. But then, that's just, you're a global? Yeah, dude, you're fucking cracked. You're probably like mentally ill too. If you get that high in the ladder in any game, you got to have a couple screws loose. Let's be honest. You got to have a couple screws loose. Dude, when I hit high elo League of Legends, everybody in there was like, no showering, e-girls on Discord, playing Lulu. Like it was bad. We were all just mentally deranged human beings. If there were files on the League of Legends challengers, there'd be a lot of weird stuff. In fact, I think there was like drama every week on people doing weird stuff. So yeah, no, you got to be deranged. You're nearly 40 and I still destroy these Gen Xers. Don't say that. You sound old. You sound old when you do that. Listen, when you're 40, you're not even old. You're fine. You're perfectly fine. They just don't match your groove. But I would be challengers not because of my mechanics. So I didn't out micro the average challenger because I hadn't played League for long enough. I didn't put that many hours into League. I put a couple thousand, but like compared to the average challenger in League, I didn't put that many hours. What I did beat people at is game sense. I had excellent game sense. Even when I played like off the grid and stuff like that, my game sense was nuts. I did not have better shooting than the average person on off the grid, but because I had better game sense, I could predict where people would move and I would be able to outplay them over a long enough time frame. Like I played the macro game. That's what I played. I used to main ADC. When I hit Chally, my main was Tristana at the time. I was just no life Tristana, like 24/7. All I would play is Tristana because she scaled really well at the time and she had a really good level 2 all in. Very good level 2 all in. So I would always be paired with like a Leona or a Nautilus. Like that's what I was. I would always be mega aggro. Because you can go Fog of War, you W in, EQ, auto, R auto, pop the passive, and then like you just fly. So like you could like practically do what was called vein spotting at the time, where you just like run into a team of 5 people and you'd be fine. Yeah, she had a crazy strong start, and she has good late game scaling. I don't know about these days. Like I'm gonna be honest, I don't play League a lot. I actually play with an XRP YouTuber that you guys might know, Oscar. Oscar is super cool. We've been playing a little bit of League, and that's like he got me into League again a little bit. But I'm trying really hard not to get addicted because one of my vices for sure is gaming. Like I don't do drugs. I'm not like addicted to anything crazy. I'm definitely addicted to my phone. Like that's clear as day. I'm addicted to this thing, and I am addicted for sure to social media. And I used to be addicted to gaming and fast food and porn back in the day. But I already got rid of those. So like those are fine. It's whatever. Like people have a past. But yeah. I quit, but I play now and then. Yeah, that's fair. That's good. That's the best place to be, because if you play too much League, your head gets in a different space. I don't know, dude. Like when I used to be high elo in League, I was messed up in the head. Like there was a point. Can I find it on my Twitch? I used to stream. In the pandemic, I actually used to make like 2K a month just off Twitch. I'm not kidding. I'm serious. Double feed OP. I think I deleted my account. This is actually depressing. Yeah. I used to have a Mobifier. You guys know Mobifier? So where is this? Double feed OP. Here it is. So I used to put a bunch of these guides out because you just view farm with these guides. Like I made a ton of guides. Like this Ezreal guide got like 2 million views. I don't know if they were all real, but they got a ton of views at the time. I just used to spam these guides out. All of these guys. Like I would make them all look all cool and stuff too. You know, I had to learn BB code. You guys know what BB code is? Probably not, because nobody uses BB code. It's like ancient coding. It's very, very old, but I had to learn it in order to make these guides. So that was interesting. It was an interesting little time in my life when I was trying to do the content thing before crypto. I literally quit as a content creator and I focused on trading crypto for like 4 months before I decided to make this channel. I made this channel only after I made my money on Axie Infinity. That's why the purpose of the channel originally was not to talk about like XRP or crypto or anything. It was to educate people that were potentially going to work for me. My Axies. You could see it on my channel if you go to the oldest videos. We'll see here. See? I'm creating a scholarship program in Axie Infinity. Axie Scholar Guide. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at my old videos. Ah, come on. Pull it up. I haven't watched this in a while. It will be chosen each week. I want to show you guys this just so you guys know that you don't need to be perfect. So, okay. So I bought this microphone, which I'm actually pretty impressed with this microphone. It wasn't bad. But I had a Logitech. What is it? It's like the beginner webcam people use. Logitech C920, I think it is. Something like that. And obviously I was a stick. You know, I had no muscle. It was just stick. On top of that, I was wearing a suit, right? I was wearing a suit with a normal shirt under it. This is like a $50 Amazon shirt, like whatever. Because I felt like people back in the day, you needed to have like some kind of social proof in order for people to respect you or something. And now I'm like, whatever, dude. I could practically go shirtless, and I'm sure people would still watch. None of that stuff matters. You don't need to overthink. And then if you hear my voice, you'll see it's like deeper. Look at this. Look at this.
My name was Double Feed OP, so just a little background of who I am. And I've been fortunate enough to play this game, you know, since June. I've had a lot.
You see? You see, it was deeper because I was insecure about it. But that's okay. Like, everybody starts somewhere. I used to have Axie Dad and all kinds of stuff. Like, I was obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. Classy since 2020. Well, it's 2021. Late 2021. I find it hard to play now, especially in ARAM, because everyone plays arranged. Oh, yeah, well, they are still just as bad as they were before, though. I don't think people got better magically. I don't think anybody got better. I think everybody's equally as bad as they were before. Like, dude, I play League, and I haven't lost a game since I came back to League. So that probably tells you something. But also, I'm not playing ranked. I'm just messing around. There's like this, I think it's Earth. I think Earth is going on right now. I don't know. I just think as long as it's healthy. I was running into an issue where every now and then, like, I'll play a game and then I'll randomly get addicted to it again, and then I'll kind of catch myself. Like, recently it was Fallout Shelter. Like, I downloaded Fallout Shelter on my Switch, and then I kind of realized I would wake up and the first thing I would do is check out my Fallout Shelter. So I realized that, Jesus, your addictive personality is coming out. You're going to get addicted to Fallout Shelter for no reason. Like, this is a stupid game. So I decided to cut it out, just completely cut it out. I uninstalled the game. I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? I just don't understand. I just need to siphon out all the bad stuff in my life. That's completely irrelevant. Look at this beautiful pump. It hasn't stopped pumping since we started the stream, by the way. These coins have not stopped pumping since we started the stream. This is beautiful. What is going on right now? Like, do we stay live? Are we a good luck? Is this a bad omen if I stay live forever? I don't know what's going on here. Okay, I don't want to be live for too long. We're already live for an hour and a half. It was a pleasure to be with you, my friends. I'm gonna go to the gym. Okay, I need to go to the gym. I need to go to the gym, and then I'm gonna work on probably a video and some deals. But I'm gonna try to be live tomorrow. No promises. No promises. If something comes up, something comes up. You know how life is. But thank you so much for being here, my friends. I do want to remind you guys that right now we do have a 1,000 XRP giveaway happening literally on the exchange that I currently am using, BTCC. It's in the link in the description. You sign up, you deposit any amount, you trade any amount. You could do $1. I'm just telling you guys, you can do $1 and you get in. So that will be this live stream. Thank you so much. Feel free to go ahead, join the army and becoming the most trusted community in the crypto space. Our goal is 40,000 in the next 2 months, which I think is very achievable personally. And we're going to probably smash it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you all later. Thank you. Bye, 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 bye.